So the San Diego Padres, MLB professional baseball team, the owner had passed away. His name was Peter Seidler. So his wife, and I don't know if this is pronounced correctly, Sheil Seidler, sued her two brothers-in-law, who were the trustees of Peter's trust, to prevent another brother from taking control over the team. So she argues, kind of the whole gamut, breaches of trust, fraud, conversion, acts of self-dealing, kind of throwing the book at them, stating that she should be the owner of the San Diego Padres because there was an alleged handwriting by Peter during his lifetime listing Sheil as the owner, following after Sheil, then their children. But we don't know how legitimate this handwritten document is. On the flip side of that, the two brothers, Matthew and Robert, they argue that, the trust rules and the terms of the trust are pretty explicit. They allege that, the trust says that they are the trustees exclusively responsible for designating that next owner of the San Diego Padres, the control person, and they appointed the third brother as the control person, and that Sheil does not have any standing to contest the trust documents. And so that's kind of the overall argument in a very condensed nutshell. I'm sure there's more to it than that we're missing and a lot more details. But that's kind of it for the general picture there.
Yeah, I'm sure that a lot of pleadings have been filed in this case since we first heard about it. That's not what we're here to talk about. Our audience doesn't want to hear what the pleadings say because a lot of times that's very technical and procedural. I just want to clarify one thing. The issue is about who will be the control person of the Padres, not the owner of the Padres. And so Sheil is saying, my husband wanted me to be in control of the San Diego Padres. Here's this handwritten note where he said that. And the brothers are saying, no. We're following the trust document. We're going to appropriately select an owner. Okay, so that's the background. And Jessica, what do you see here as something worth pointing out to our audience who always wants to learn about estate planning?
Yeah, one thing that, immediately jumps out is we're always talking about the issue of making sure that you pick the right person to be your trustee. And, in a case like this, Peter probably thought that his brothers were a good choice, and maybe they were. We don't really know what the story is. But in a situation like this, it's a lot of family drama and there's kind of a lot at stake. This might be a situation where we would suggest a disinterested trustee, someone who's not in the family, perhaps a professional, just to kind of avoid these sorts of conflicts.
Yeah, there's an argument definitely to be made for someone disinterested. Although then when you think about this particular asset, you just think, you don't want some bank in charge. Some bank trustee. Sorry, Wells Fargo, we love you. But, I'm just saying, I don't know how you solve this problem. I don't know. Maybe a committee of trustees. Right. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. So, yeah, that is a very valid point. Picking the right trustee is so important. And you can't always predict who's going to turn out to be a good trustee.
Thank you for joining us today for another episode of Absolute Trust Talk Live. If you enjoyed listening in, then don't forget to subscribe. You can find us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you may listen by searching Absolute Trust Talk. While you're there, we would also love for you to leave us a review. And then why not share your favorite episodes with family, friends, or colleagues too? You can find all of our shows and corresponding show notes by visiting absolutetrustcounsel.com. You'll also find a variety of other free resources, including our ebooks, videos, blogs, presentations, and more. If you need help with your estate planning or administration, we also offer a free discovery call to help get the process started. You can find more information on booking your session by visiting absolutetrustcounsel.com/scheduling. Don't forget to keep an eye out for our next live episode. If you join us for the broadcast, you can submit questions during the show. But if not, don't worry. You can always get in touch with us by sending a quick message to info@absolutetrustcounsel.com. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you soon.